Back and forth, good. A lot of explosives for the offense today. Then defense responded in third down periods. That was good. It was a good day.
We talked yesterday about Cutter's intangibles, but I'm curious what you've seen mechanically from him throughout this preseason.
I think his drops have gotten cleaner. I think his highs have gotten cleaner. We're not going to fix the throwing motion or change throwing motion and stuff like that. We're going to try to get feet connected to eyes. So I think you've seen a lot of growth.
You said this would kind of be the final hybrid practice before kind of getting into the game. Looking at this fall camp as a whole, how do you kind of reflect on it and what you guys have accomplished to prepare for the season?
Not really. It's just going. Once they reflect and we go back and say, okay, what things are we good at? What things are we bad at? How do we need to tailor our schemes around our players? That's really what we go back and do. So I guess you could say reflect that, we're trying to tailor what we do now around our players' best skill sets. And so we've been trying to do that the last few days on both sides of the ball.
What things are you good at?
I'm not going to get into that. That sounds like a horrible idea. We're good at nothing. We're bad at everything.
How well prepared do you think this team is entering the season?
I think we're in a good spot. I think there's still a lot of things that we got to clean up, some small things, whether it's route depth, whether it's, where our hat placement is on things, whether it's defensively, some fits versus certain schemes, what that looks like. I think there's still a lot that we can clean up. That was the message after practice was, no matter how good of a day you've had, how bad of a day you've had, you're always arriving. You're never there. You're constantly arriving to be the best version of yourself, and that's the challenge throughout the season.
It seems like the last couple of days, Kamari Anderson is doing more and more. Have you changed the timetable for him possibly?
No, this was the same. We're on the same timetable for him, so everything is in a good spot.
What have you seen from this group of wide receivers that maybe is different from some of the other groups you've had?
I just think the overall depth of the room is really, really good. I just think we have a lot of depth. I think you guys are out here and you see it. We can roll a lot of guys and have a lot of confidence they can make plays.
What do you think about the Hayden Virtue catch?
Oh, the Hayden Virtue catch, that was unbelievable. One-handed, that was incredible. We had him break down the team today. Best part was he ran 80 yards, ran back 80 yards, and then rep the next rep. So that's a good mindset that you want to have for a freshman right there.
How many of those do you see in a typical year of practice?
2, 1, 2, maybe 3. So, I think Reed made one of those the other day. I think O made one of those in spring ball. And then Birch.
How's Carter not growing since getting to Temple?
He's been awesome. He's just such a great kid. Care level's super high. Great personality, super intelligent. And you just see him more comfortable with the speed of the game. The speed of the game is so much higher. So I think he's caught up to the speed of the game.
As you guys move into game week prep, how do you feel like you guys worked on the efficiency throughout the camp?
I think good. I think we were on the field less, but we still got a lot of physicality throughout camp, which is what I didn't want to sacrifice. I didn't want to sacrifice the physical nature of camp. And when it's time to go, it's time to go. And I think we kept that.
I know there's probably a bunch of guys that may come to mind, but if you could specifically highlight a few guys that have impressed you through camp, guys that have made some big strides so far.
Yeah, I hate picking out specific guys just because there's a lot of guys that have gotten better. So I don't want to pick out a few, but I would say there's a bunch of young guys out there for us that have all had great growth. I think Belgrave, out here the last couple days in the green jersey, he's been out. I think he's had an unbelievable couple days. I think he's a potential Sunday player. I think he's super talented. And to see him out here flying around has been a positive. I mean, he's nowhere near ready, but I love to watch him come back and work like he's working.
You guys good? We got Coach Brian and Coach